Hello traders, welcome to another weekly gold XAUUSD price prediction and analysis video for this week. So in this video we are going to analyze gold chart on different time frames and we are going to check important price action levels and price action structures that currently gold is following so that we can utilize those levels and structures for this week for finding possible buy and sell levels and opportunities. So as usually, before going into the price action, we are going to check the latest data from the latest COT, that is Commitment of Traders report. And in this report, we are checking the net long holding of the managed money for long contracts and for short contracts. And if we check the latest change for this week, means for the previous week, if we check the latest change in positions, you can see that the managed money, they decreased their long positions by 3967 contracts. Also they added the contracts into the short side. So for the current closing week, this is not a good sign for the bulls. Yes, for the COT we have to analyze the overall trend, and we better not to use this data for intraday or for 1 week. We have to check the overall trend. And if you remember the previous week analysis videos, I clearly mentioned that the current net long and short holding of the managed money, it is into the range, and we have not seen any particular trend from the data for past few weeks from this range to this range. If we see, you can see previously the net long holding, we have seen decrease into the net long holding, then some flat, and then some little bit of increase into the net long holding, but the net long holding is still into the range, and we have not seen any big move into the net long holding. This was the highest net long holding for the 6-month history range, because I have opened this data for the 6-month period. So you can see the net long holding is still below to this level, and overall from the previous few weeks we have seen the range, and we have not seen any consistent build up into the long position. So for the this particular week, you can see there is still no better, or you can say clear view for the long term perspective. And if we consider this for this particular week, we can say that the data is not yet fully favorable for the bulls. Also, the other thing that we can check is the open interest and volume profile of gold futures. And if we see the current data, you can see that the volume after this day, this is from the 8th of August, we have not seen any big volume, and volume is again decreasing day by day. So volume is going down, but open interest is also almost flat. Yes, we have seen some rise during the month opening. This you can see into the month startup, or you can say into the first week of August, we have seen some increase like this, but again the OI is also going down if we analyze the overall trend. So this is not a good sign right now. So volume is going down, OI is also going down. So this is also not supporting the current bullish wave or bullish trend, and we have to wait for the lower level, and we have to wait for the more data from the open interest and volume. So now let's move on to price action chart, and we will start with the 4-hour time frame first. And on the 4-hour time frame, you can see for the current week the pivot is at 3355, or we can say, we can consider, if you remember the previous week analysis that we shared and we discussed in Telegram channel, the level 3350 is now our immediate resistance on intraday levels. And as you can see, the pivot is at right above this level 3355. So 3350 50 to 55, you can see price tried to break out on 4-hour time frame, but again faced a rejection, and we have not seen any follow-up candle formation into the higher side. So yes, this level and this range 3350 to 55, it is the immediate resistance, and this is our critical resistance that we have to watch. We have seen the price after making a sharp decline, then rise, and then again decline. So this level is around 3375. So yes, under this, buying is very risky. If price break out from this level and close above this, and we see that price sustain, as you can see, we have seen attempt for today, but price is not sustaining and reversing back. So price need to sustain above these levels, and this is the critical level that we have to watch for any buying continuation into the higher side. So for buy, we have to wait for breakout from this level at least to say that the bulls are still into the game. But right now the overall structure is not looking good for the bulls, and it is still favorable to sellers. Yes, the immediate support is previous week low around this level. We have seen multiple attempt over to this level, and this level is around, let me show you the level. We are on live chart, and this level is 3330. Let me show you this on daily time frame. And if you remember the data, and if you remember the analysis, the daily time frame pivot means for the monthly pivot for the month of August, the month pivot is 3332, and this is clearly visible that price is respecting this level, this right over here, the level around 3330. Yes, this is the immediate support that we have to watch. If price break down, like on intraday also, if price break down and close below this level, we can expect continuation. And the first support is of course our psychological area 3300 to 3309. This is the first intraday support that we have to watch, or short term support, because the level, psychological level, is also at the quarterly open. This is going to act as support. So here we can expect some bounce. And the major support that we have to watch is previous month low and this level around 3270. So yes, this area is a good support area overall. This area means 3270 3290. Yes, for this area we can look for buying. Yes, buying is right now is only, for intraday and for short term basis that we have to watch. We can't say that the price is going to reverse from here, because right now we do not have any major you can say reversal sign from the lower levels. Because if we now switch to daily time frame, let me show you what I'm talking about. So on daily time frame, you can see that the price, after making a good decline, is now currently forming a range right over here. You can see it is forming a range, and if price break down from here, we can expect more decline. And if you remember the previous analysis, you can see right over here, just a second, like this. If we draw it with multiple points, multiple test points, you can see right over here that, yes, you can remember my previous analysis video. I clearly mentioned that this trend line is going to act as a resistance, and we have seen that after testing this trend line, because previously this was the support trend line, and price breakdown from here, then again retested, and then again returned back. So this means this is the major resistance, and we already discussed this many times. So now the scenario is like this. It is currently forming a range on daily time frame, and we do not have any major reversal sign. So any breakdown and close on daily time frame or on H4 also from this level, this pivot, because this is the immediate support, and any breakdown can result further decline toward the lower levels, and we have to watch the levels that we discussed on 4-hour time frame. Yes, the structure is also not looking good on H4 or on daily. We need a breakout from this range, then only we can plan any buying. So now let's check the trend and price action on weekly time frame also. So if we switch it to weekly, and you can clearly see that the previous week price action is clearly showing that the bears are in control right now on weekly time frame basis. So yes, you can clearly see the candle is a solid bearish candle, and price need to reclaim this area on weekly to move up and into the lower side. Yes, today is the open day for this week, and price is currently taking a pullback, but there is no big move or big sign, reversal sign from the low, and as per the weekly, continuation into the lower side possible. And the levels, yes, of course we have to watch the daily levels and the lower level time frame levels. So overall the structure is currently not favorable for the bulls, and we have to act accordingly, and we have to wait for the lower level for buying. And for selling, I think currently is good until unless price break out and claim the higher level that we discussed previously on lower time frame. So we are going to discuss more about the live price development and live price action structures in Telegram channel. So see you there. Thank you.